swing, swing, not today, swing, swing. Hi, Mama.
Hey everyone, Sabrina here. We've started the second trimester. It's been a couple of weeks, but I had an ultrasound right a week ago on Saturday. I haven't gotten any results back yet. I have an appointment with my doctor this week, I think. I don't know. It's either this week or early next week. I don't remember. I have been getting headaches all week long, and I almost never take Tylenol, and I've taken 3 Tylenol already in the last few days to try and deal with the headaches. I try doing salt shots, and sometimes that helps, but these ones are not being helped. They're strong. I look very pregnant already. My ab separation has happened much earlier this time. I think I felt the baby move, which is my favorite thing. But yeah, right now it's just trying to deal with all these headaches, and they're starting from like back here. So this one almost feels like it might be my wisdom tooth bugging me again. I never got my wisdom teeth pulled. And now that I'm getting close to 40, I'm kind of concerned about getting them pulled. I don't know why. I had 6 babies and I'm scared to have wisdom teeth pulled. Anyway, that's my 15-week update.
Hello everybody, Sabrina here. I haven't done a video update for a very long time. I am currently in my second trimester. I'll just say 19 and a half weeks. 19 and a half weeks. Pregnancy is going very well. After first trimester, as per usual, most of my symptoms just kind of peter out, and I have an expanding belly. I'm exhausted still. Like this pregnancy, I have to say, the last few weeks I have been falling asleep in my chair, which to me is odd, because I also have so much, like, I just want to do all of the things, you guys. I want to do all of them. Today I did a bit of planting, lots of shoveling of dirt and compost, and then I built my husband a Father's Day present. I have had this on my brain for a number of weeks now. I've been wanting to make this, and yesterday I grabbed the 2 pallets that I wanted to use from the shed and I dragged them onto my yard, and I pulled a couple of boards off so that I could do what I needed to do with them. And today I did the rest of the building. It took me, oh my goodness, how much time I don't know actually how much time I spent completely on it. Sanding took the longest, I think, sanding all the boards down. I got some new sandpaper and I put a brand new sheet of 80 grit because I tell you, those boards needed the 80 grit instead of the 120 grit. I think I could have gone with a 60 grit actually. It would have been good. It's done. It looks really nice. I'm very pleased with it. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I was covered in sawdust though. So I did a lot of sanding and my miter saw got a good workout. I love my miter saw so much. Anyway, that's what I did today. And I have like 3 other projects in my brain that I want to do. Second trimester, I tell you, I'm like, I want to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. I have plans, you guys. Will I get to them? I don't know. My body is tired. I can tell, like, my mind is just everywhere, but my body is tired. And I'm noticing when I don't eat protein every couple of hours like I'm supposed to on the brewer's diet. I'm supposed to get every 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours, I'm supposed to get some protein in, whether I drink a glass of milk or have a cup of yogurt or, I don't know, a piece of chicken with another food group from the brewer's plan checklist. There's a whole checklist, huge amount of food, you guys. I'm not doing that every 2 hours. I'm fulfilling most of what I need to, but I'm still doing it in, like, I'd say 4, maybe 5 meals through the day instead of the 8 to 10 meals I'm supposed to do through the day. So I get up in the morning and I make breakfast for the kids, and usually after I get up, it's a full hour and a half before I actually eat. And I need to change that. But it's just how I've done things for so long. I don't think of it. But yeah, I need to change that. I think I should just get hard boil a bunch of eggs and then pop one, just eat one real quick first thing in the morning, just to get something in me before I start doing all the stuff. Because if I haven't had protein for, I'd say, about 4 hours, I will just all of a sudden, my whole body just feels like, ugh. I can't even, I'll be sitting on the couch. This happened yesterday? 2 days ago, I think it was. I was sitting on the couch playing Animal Crossing, and I literally fell asleep while playing. And my daughter's like, Mom! And I wake up and I'm like, oh yeah, keep going. But yeah, I was falling asleep. And then I was outside watching the kids, and I was sitting on my swing, and I fell asleep on my swing, and I woke up falling over. So it's not good. But then I realized I hadn't eaten any protein. I had been making myself a smoothie, which I've been drinking. Like, I have breakfast, I make a smoothie, and then I drink it throughout the day until we have lunch. And that day, lunch, I wasn't hungry and I didn't really eat anything. I think I had some carrots or something, but that's not really a protein. So I was relying upon the milk in the smoothie as my protein, and it's not protein, not enough protein, you guys. I was drained. I was falling asleep sitting up. I was looking at, I haven't had enough protein. So I quickly I had some refried beans in the fridge that I had done. I crave refried beans with guacamole and salsa and sour cream and cheese and corn chips. Nacho chips, whatever. That's what I crave. I love that. So that's what I had. And within, I'd say, about 15-20 minutes of having it, I had enough energy. I could get up and go back throughout my day. So I know what my issue is, and I know what I need to do, but I'm not doing it, and that's a problem. I have an interesting thing that has been going on lately. My legs fall asleep really quickly. I can feel in my shoulders that I've been holding a lot of tension there. So my hands have been falling asleep, and I've been going to see the chiropractor every 2 weeks, and that's helping. So it's not as big of a problem. But I mean, part of the problem is the way I sit. I tend to sit, I'm not balanced when I sit, and that's a problem. I need to sit on my ball more because you have to be balanced on the ball. So the other night, about a week ago, I had a very rough night. I got up really early, did some stuff. I couldn't sleep. I was like, no, I have to go back to sleep because I was so tired. I went back to bed. And then I woke up really late, actually, when my husband was coming in from the barn, which is really late. Usually breakfast is done, the kids have eaten, and I'm sitting down to eat breakfast with him when he comes in. So I hear him come in, and because the door is right there, and it wakes me up. Gotta get on breakfast. And I swing my legs out of bed, and I stand up, and immediately fall flat on my bed. I didn't realize my foot was asleep. it was I could feel my foot on the floor, but the rest of my leg was numb. It didn't make sense to me. It was really odd. But yeah, I had no muscle strength. There was nothing there to hold me up. I literally, my right leg worked, my left leg did not, so I just went right straight on the floor. And I lay there stunned for a bit. I was like, what just happened? I felt, what? This doesn't happen. So I didn't hurt myself or anything, because, I mean, I had just stood up from the bed, so I just kind of rotated myself around and pulled myself back up with the bed, using the bed. And then you get the tingles on your leg, and I'm like, oh, okay, my foot had fallen asleep. Now I know what's going on. But, oh, it was weird. It's very weird. But yeah, I'd say that would be the strangest symptom I've been having. I think it's because of where my uterus is positioned. I've been feeling the baby a lot more now. I hadn't felt the baby much before 18 weeks. A little bit here and there. The baby liked to kick the Doppler. My last appointment that I had with my doctor I was around 16 weeks. I think it was around 16 weeks. And he was trying to get the heartbeat, and all he was getting was mine, because I think my placenta is at the front of the uterus. So it's really difficult to get the heartbeat, especially when the uterus is still smaller. And he was having a difficult time finding the baby's heartbeat. And then he was just kind of getting something, and the baby just went and hoofed the Doppler. So we both heard that. We were laughing. It was like, what are you doing, stinker? So we got the heartbeat. The heart rate of the baby tends to be around the 150, 160 range right now. I don't know if I actually mentioned that I had an ultrasound at 14 weeks, and everything looks fine. They can't tell you anything. I was in and out of there so fast. She couldn't tell me anything, but she said, oh, I guess I'll see you in 6 weeks. I don't know if I'm going to be getting a 20-week ultrasound. My doctor doesn't tend to do a lot of those. If we did one ultrasound and it looks good, then he's like, it's, fine. We don't need to do another one unless I want to. And I'm not sure I want to find out the gender this time. I'm thinking I wouldn't mind being surprised. So it's my 7th. I have a little bit for a boy and I have a little bit for a girl. So I don't have an ultrasound at 20 weeks. I don't think I'll probably be even getting another ultrasound. Very likely not, because we had one at 14 weeks, and the 6-week difference, it's not that big a deal. I don't feel like I need another ultrasound. I feel like if they got the measurements there and everything looks like the dates and everything will correspond correctly, then great. I have a feeling that I'm going to go about a week late, because I usually do. So we'll see. So I will do a little inserted video of my belly at 20 weeks, because I probably will only post this around then, which would be Friday. And I've not been taking belly shots this time. It's kind of weird, because with my last baby I was taking a picture every single day, so I have that progression video. And with this one, I can't remember to take pictures. My first picture was at 16 weeks, you guys. And I haven't taken another one since, which is really weird, because I have always done one every single week from 12 weeks on with all of my babies, except maybe my first 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a very blessed week. So, 21 weeks right now, and really tired of all the kids fighting. It is insane how much fighting they're doing. I don't get it. I mean, physically I'm feeling great. My belly is expanding as per usual. I'm gaining 1 pound a week. I am at 165 as of Friday, according to the doctor's office. So I was at 145 when I started
So I've gained 20 pounds, and that's pretty much on par with what I expected, following the brewer's diet as much as I can. I've actually been tracking my last 4 days. Yes, 4 days. I'm only eating about 2,000 to 2,100 calories a day, and the brewer's diet wants you to eat 2,600. I don't know that I could fit another 500 calories in. I don't know if I could. But I am meeting the protein requirements. Protein is 80 to 120 grams per day, and I'm getting 100 grams per day pretty consistently. So that's good. And I am filling most of my check boxes. I don't always get all the grains, which is kind of odd because grains is usually the easiest one. You only need 5 grains to fill. Problem is I am using some of my grains and fats together to hit the proteins. So for instance, if you have beans and rice, the rice needs to go towards the protein if you want to have the beans hit your protein. So then the rice doesn't go towards grains. So, I mean, if you look on servings in general, I am getting plenty of grains in. It's just a lot of them are mixing with other items to make protein. But yeah, the fact that I am actually fairly consistently, especially when I do get my smoothie in. If I don't get my smoothie, I'm probably not getting in both of my greens because I find the greens hard. And quite often I'm finding I'm not getting my vitamin A requirement in. It's really just like, there's not a whole lot that I can use for the vitamin A. There's cantaloupe or carrots or the sweet potato, like the bright orange vegetable type that fills that category. And I'm not filling it. I quite often will get like half of one serving. And that's usually carrots. Although we did have sweet potato yesterday, which I was so thrilled because I love sweet potato. But yeah, I figured I would just do an update. 21 weeks. I think I did one at 20 weeks? I don't know. I'm not keeping up with this. I have not been keeping up with my pictures. I only have one at 16 and one at 20. So anyways, I've been really, really tired lately. And yet I want to do a lot of work. I have a pillar I need to paint in my basement, and then I need to go through all the girl stuff in their room and move them downstairs so that I can scrape the stipple and paint their bed and paint their room, because I really want to paint their room. And then we have shelves we bought from IKEA that we're going to put up, those cube shelves, the Calyx unit, I think they're called. They used to be called Lac, but now they're Calyx. Yeah. So we I have plans for things. I have not been doing my gardening very well, my poor garden. My potatoes are coming up. They are the ones that I put in the containers, but my cantaloupe is not. And the onions, I didn't expect the onions to come up because the onions that I used, the bulbs that I used, are really old. The cantaloupe, I had seen some, they were coming up, but they look like they just kind of withered away again because I don't know. I can grow people, but I'm not very good at growing a garden. I want to work on the basement. I want to work on my girls' room. I want to work on the yard. I want to finish the reading nook for the kids that I have started outside. I built a thing for my husband for Father's Day. I have so many wood projects. I need to build a table. I want to build a dining room table and bench. And I don't know about chairs. I'm thinking I could probably find some wooden chairs from somewhere. The chairs that I have, one of them is completely broken apart. So now we're using these little fold-out chairs that we picked up for, I think, $10 at Canadian Tire. Or I'm using one. Because anyway, that's it for me for now. I don't know if I'm going to just try and edit all these things into one video or not. We'll see. Thank you for watching. Alright, so I'm getting pretty close to 22 weeks. I'm waiting for availability to go in for a blood test. I received a phone call Monday saying that they hadn't gotten a prenatal blood work done yet. And I'm like, no, I haven't received any papers to get prenatal blood work done. So my husband went in yesterday to town and picked up the papers, and I was told that I needed to use them by the end of June. So it's the last day of June today, Wednesday, and I'm waiting. I've been here since 8 in the morning. It's almost 8:30. I'm waiting to be called in to do a blood test because they only have so many seats inside, and I'm really hoping this isn't going to take that long. I mean, I came early in the morning hoping that it won't take that long. Apparently they open at 7:30. I, for some reason, had in my head that they opened at 8. So I should have come at 7:30. Oops. Anyway, I have eaten a little bit. I had 2 eggs first thing in the morning, and I have my green smoothie here. So I have some sustenance. And it was raining. I got back to my truck. I'm in the truck because I'm not taking the big giant van for just me. So I'm in the truck, and when I went in, it wasn't raining. It was raining on the drive here. When I went in, it wasn't raining. When I had to come back out to the truck, it started raining as I was walking to the truck. So I got pretty wet. Yeah. So I'm hoping it won't be raining when I have to go in, because that would be disappointing. Anyway, I don't like blood tests. I have to have something in me to take them, or I tend to get faint and pass out. So I'm really hoping I don't have that today, because I'm my only driver. My husband is in the barn. Well, actually, he won't be in from the barn yet. My daughter is watching the kids. I was able to get the youngest 2 dressed and diaper changed and everything while I was making eggs for everybody for breakfast. So, yeah. Wish me luck. I'm really hoping this doesn't take long. Alright, so total time since I arrived till I was back in my vehicle was about 1 hour and 20 minutes, which is not terrible. Longer than I expected for being there at 8 a.m., but again, not terrible. It took longer for them to draw the blood than I was expecting, which probably, kind of makes sense. I have been getting purple feet. A lot lately. And so I probably have circulation issues again. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do about my blood circulation. Why am I getting purple feet? Why did it take so long for the blood to be drawn? And I'm not on any blood thinners or anything. I've always had thick blood. I've always had circulation issues, but they went away during my pregnancy with my 5th. So I'm not sure why I have that again. Anyways, that is it for today. I'm so glad it's done. It is 9:30 and I am home, so yay.